Henry, thank you for sitting down with us, and thank you for the movie. It is a Superman movie, and a super Superman movie at that.
Oh, thank you.
Big red PVC boots to step into.
Mm-hmm.
When does that become normal? When do you have that moment where it stops being a holy hell, I'm playing Superman?
It never becomes normal. There's no point where you stop thinking that, because it's one of those incredible things that matters so much to people that you're constantly reminded of the importance of it. Whether it be people wearing a Superman T-shirt just strolling down the street, you realise it's that important, and you get to have that holy hell moment all over again. So it doesn't really stop.
As a young boy in Australia, despite the whole notion that it's all set in Kansas and Metropolis, I used to sort of have those Superman dreams. Did a young boy in Jersey also have the sort of, tie a little tea towel around the neck moment? Or
100%, yeah, running around the garden. I wasn't a big comic book reader, though. I was just fully aware of the character, whether it be through my older brothers, doing the same thing as me, or watching the movies as a kid. I was definitely the kid running around the garden.
When was that first time when it really felt real? Because, a phone call saying you're playing Superman, or rather just sort of, would you like to do a film with me, is a bit out there. Was there a moment was it trying on a suit or that first day of shooting when you just felt that first sense of it?
It was way after the first day of shooting. I'd shot scenes in the suit already. It was driving towards Plano, which was our Smallville set. And there was a cornfield with, corn sold here and kryptonite added underneath as a caveat. And, Superman cookies sold here and welcome Superman and big blow-up Superman dolls outside gas stations. And that really brought it home. I was like, oh my goodness, it's actually happening. This isn't just some crazy dream, and I'm not just pretending to play Superman. I actually am. And that made a big difference that day.
What was the toughest day to be Superman? Is it, the umpteenth action scene in front of a green screen, or is there what's the hardest part as an actor?
Being Superman, there was no hard part, sort of no hard scene necessarily. The hardest thing was with the hours, fitting in the training every day, and it's a 6-month shoot, and if you're working almost every day of a 6-month shoot, and it's 15-hour days, towards the end of it, you're really, really quite tired, and it's about just catching sleep whenever you can. It was, when that 5th espresso that morning still wasn't working, and you're going, oh no, okay, pull your socks up and get in the game.
Do you start falling asleep at inappropriate moments?
I fell asleep in my chair at work a couple of times. I know every time I went back to my trailer, whether it was for 2 minutes or for half an hour, I was out cold. And not even that sort of, take a nap, but dead sleep. As in, you wake up and your heart's racing because you feel like you've just missed an alarm or something. Yeah, so that was probably the most difficult bit.
So do they then just assign an assistant director on waking Superman duty, or?
Well, actually, I had a guy who was working with me, and he was an absolute godsend, David, because he saved my bacon every time. Because people would often knock very urgently on the door and then give you like a half-hour warning.
Yeah.
And by that stage, the heart was racing, the adrenaline was pumping, and I was like leaping around the room. And so David was always sure to sort of make sure they text him first, and he was the one who'd be like, hey, boss, it's time to go, and another coffee?
When you're next coming through, which hopefully will be for Man from U.N.C.L.E., I believe,
yes.
That's now official? Are we allowed to confirm that one?
Yes, it's all official. Guy Ritchie directing, Armie Hammer as the co-lead.
And Armie, of course, has the Canary Islands in his background, so I was chatting to him. He officially does understand sarcasm, so we're okay for Man from U.N.C.L.E. But are you looking forward to being able to put some humour into it? Because obviously I assume U.N.C.L.E. will have a certain element of tongue-in-cheekedness to it.
I'm 100%. The script is still sort of going through its final tweaks and everything, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. But yeah, I like a good bit of dry humour. There's something about it which I really, really enjoy. I'm not so much of a slapstick humour guy. So I'm going to look forward to that. There's
a genuine earnestness to Man of Steel, which I think works, but it must be a bit refreshing to think that you can put that humour into it a bit more, possibly.
Absolutely, yeah. Keep in mind the characters are so vastly different. Napoleon Solo's, he's a charmer, where Superman is the exact opposite. He's charming by nature, but he's not someone who goes out there to charm people or women. He's just very much the opposite. He'll sit in the background and try and be unnoticed.